What's going on, folks? This is Big Daddy coming at you for a drive time. It is Monday, November 24th. Yeah, Monday, November 24th, 2025. It is a nice afternoon out here in Flagstaff. I wanted to get out here and just talk with y'all and get some damn air because it feels like I've been cooped up in the house for the last couple days with no rest in sight or no room to breathe and stuff like that. And it just, I'm gonna lie, it sucks. It sucks. So now I'm out and about, and I'm gonna milk this shit for all it's worth. So I hope y'all are doing good. If anyone had birthdays this month, happy birthday, happy late birthday. If anyone is having a good Thanksgiving this year, going to see family and friends, whoever, or happy Thanksgiving to you. If you don't celebrate happy Thanksgiving or any of that shit, then hey, go out and do you, boo-boo. Because sometimes these holidays ain't for everybody. It's Christmas time, and all I keep hearing is, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? Nothing. And even when you tell people you don't want nothing, guess what they say? I'm gonna get you something anyway. You gotta have a present for Christmas. I don't have to have shit. Respect what the fuck I say. I don't want nothing. Respect that. But people would rather respect their feelings than yours, as human beings are prone to do. And it just causes conflict and all kinds of shit. So I'm just like, you know what? Fucking do what you gotta do. I don't get nobody's shit because I feel I do for people all year round. That's my Christmas present to you all the damn time. I ain't gotta buy you no damn Christmas present. I ain't got to keep up with no damn tradition. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sick of the holiday traditions. I really am. Even when you don't want to participate, people expect you to participate anyway. And if you don't participate, they make you feel like shit, try to put guilt trips on you and stuff like that. That's why I'll be glad when February comes around. That's all I got to say. I'll just be glad when fucking February comes around. On that note, new things are in the works, new beginnings, new happenings. I'm excited. Let me see, it's November, December, January, February, March, April. Got 5 months left in my birthday calendar year. As you know, I don't celebrate the Gregorian calendar anymore. Why? Because it don't feel right. I'd rather celebrate each year about my birthday while everyone gets to do all the traditional shit. I've just never been traditional. Even though I was for the longest time, because it was expected of me, and of course, being young and stuff like that, people didn't talk to you, they yell at you, get your ass up, you're gonna go do this anyway. In the back of your mind, as a little kid, you're like, fuck you. Or maybe that was just me. But whenever my family would talk that shit, and I'm not gonna lie, I'd sit there in the back of my damn mind, I'll do this, I'll slap the shit out of you, I'll beat your ass, and you fucking fat, no good piece of shit, son of a bitch, fuck you, and I'll be glad when I'm older, because if you ever put your damn hands on me, I'll fuck you up. Yeah, that was shit was going through my mind. Who am I kidding? Y'all probably did the same shit. I don't care if they saw the look on your face. I know what you're thinking. Good. Because after a while, I'd be like, good. I'm glad you know what I'm thinking. Let it be written all over my face, because I am one of those people where I can, the truth is on my face. As much as I try to have a poker face, try to be indifferent to a lot of shit, man, you can read it on my damn face, just clear as day. But it's all right. At least people know what the fuck I'm thinking. I don't hide shit from people no more. At least you know what the fuck I'm thinking. And shout out to all of my misfits out there. Shout out to all the people out there doing the damn thing, despite the fact that they don't want to do the shit, or they're just brave enough to say, hey, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. This doesn't work with who I am, who I want to be. I'm gonna tell you folks, ever since I started doing the hypnotherapy, something's really deep down has changed in me. A lot of the stuff that used to let bug me doesn't bug me anymore. A lot of the old hatreds and all the old hatreds, the old toxic shit that was there within me. Sometimes it still comes back. If I don't do my meditations, if I don't do my meditation or my workouts, my thoughts do get away from me. But I was also learned that you got to be mindful of your fucking thoughts, because your thoughts do shape your environment. It shapes how you think, feel, all that shit. And you gotta be, you gotta be careful with that. Or not. Some people are finding happy sitting in their damn thoughts, sitting around and thinking about old shit and how they fucked up or what could have been different. I wish they would have done this, wish they would have done that. I fell into that trap a few times, but then had to, thanks to hypnotherapy, certain things I do now that they showed us to put our hands on our chest or hold our fingers a certain way and say certain executable words that pretty much flushes that shit out of our system. Seriously, shout out to Justin Trans for doing the hypnotherapy work on people for over 60 years. Man, you are a lifesaver. You really are. Between your stuff and Laurel's stuff, man, bruh, you've done me a world of good. Thank you. Speaking of thank yous, thank you to everyone who's checked in on me lately, because they said we haven't been seeing you post as much on social media. Yeah, because it's not my identity. Social media is not my identity at all. Social media is not my identity. A lot of people's identities have fallen into social media. Remember back in the old, oh my God, I forgot the name. Oh, MySpace. Remember when MySpace first came out? It was originally for music bands and stuff like that, but everyone was like, oh, I'm going to put my profile on here. I'm just going to show the best side of myself. I'm going to show the fake side of myself. I'm going to show the side of myself that I think is all that. That way I can get likes and views and be an asshole to people and all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, MySpace was toxic as shit. And I remember a lot of people, including me, would just show the best side of themselves. Would put up fake personas, and a lot of people, it's funny because there's a lot of people growing up here in Flagstaff, they had MySpace profiles, and I'd see the profiles and they would talk a certain way on there, but they would never talk or act that way face to face. One girl got flat out mad at me, and because I called her ass out, talking like basically talking like she's hood, and she ain't hood for shit. She's pale ass Mexican girl, and she's about as petite and non-conflictory, whatever it is, and she just tried to act like she was all that. But on her social media profile, she tried to act like she was all that. She turned around, she told my cousin, tell Phil to quit talking shit to me on my social media and blah blah blah, and this is for me and blah blah blah. And he goes, what are you saying? So I showed him. He laughed too. He goes, who does she think she is? I was like, I don't know. Not this shit. I don't know who the fuck this is. So he clowned her. He started clowning her ass after a while. Like, girl, come on now. Quit being fake. Just be who you are. So then she blocked both of our asses on MySpace, which is usually what happens on other social media platforms when people get found out about their fakeness. They want to be something else. Don't do that. Just be who you are. I had to learn that the hard way. Just be you. And this is Drive Time. I'm gonna talk about all kinds of shit, especially this thing about the Epstein files. Man, this thing has gotten so damn ridiculous. Hell yeah, I want to see the Epstein files, and I've seen the ones that have been released, but I've also seen the ones that the Republican Party have redacted. There's so much redactation. Fuck. It's like, oh yeah, you are definitely trying to hide something. But then there's people out there who know the truth, and they've been dropping truth bombs on their asses lately. And then your president, Taco Boy, wants to try to send the DOJ after the Democratic Party, which he should, because them fuckers are just as complacent as they're stinking old asses. Hell yeah. Everyone get each other. If you're a Democrat, Republican, call each other out, get each other in trouble. I want to see this shit. This is better than goddamn soap opera. Let's see. This is drama I do want to see, because both sides suck. Both sides think they know what's good for everybody. Both sides think that their shit don't stink. Both sides just really think that they're too damn good. Fuck you both. Y'all ain't shit. If you were shit, y'all would seriously come together to try to help everybody. So that way everybody is thriving and prospering, and we are one of 33 countries with legitimate healthcare systems, but only 32 of those countries actually have any proper healthcare for their citizens that are free, and only one country who decides that profit over health is everything. And guess which country that is? And then you hear people always say, well, the money has to come from somewhere. It sure does. Not from us. If anyone has ever read the tax laws, the loops and bypasses, all that shit, especially about taxation, would know we're not supposed to be getting taxed. As citizens of the United States, we are not, and we're never meant to be taxed. There's some Google search for you. Seriously, you can even go to the IRS website and look up tax laws. Even Google search, are we supposed to be paying taxes in the United States? No, we're not supposed to be paying no damn taxes. We're not supposed to be paying for none of this shit. The United States is already supposed to have a fundamental monetary system in place for them to pay for what they need to get done. It's not supposed to come from the people. It was never supposed to come from the people. The people were the ones who were supposed to be getting the tax breaks, not the corporations. Though the whole thing is in reverse. Just do some research. Sometimes I got some time on my hands. I'll hear something. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta look this up. Man. Boy, some of the shit you find out what this country does, what it's not supposed to do to its citizens or anything like that, man, it's fucked up. But we let it happen. We let it happen because no one wants to be looked as unpatriotic. No one wants to be seen as a fucking traitor. No one wants to be seen as a problem maker. You got too many people who fall into those categories of kiss ass, of bootlickers, that the government are the ones, they look after those folks first. They don't look after the people who are speaking out and causing dissension and shit like that. No, it's the bootlickers, because they know they got their asses in control. No, they're talking this shit. They're talking this shit. Okay, no, let's remind them. Okay, they're talking this good shit about us. Let's remind them to keep talking said good shit about us. Kiss ass motherfucker. I could never stand a fucking kiss ass. I really couldn't. I guess that's why I was never an ass kisser growing up, because I couldn't kiss my own ass. And if I can't kiss my own ass, I'm not kissing nobody else's ass. I didn't. As much as I loved her, I didn't even kiss my grandma's ass. I didn't kiss my grandpa's ass. Damn sure didn't kiss my mama's ass. Didn't kiss my brothers. None of my brothers or sisters didn't kiss none of their ass. My aunts, uncles, nobody. I kissed no ass because I didn't kiss my own ass. So, you know, nobody want to try to smell no dirty booty anyway. So ass kissing was far out the question. The Epstein files, I've seen some of them. I've seen some of the names dropped, especially between Clinton and Trump. Who knew Trump was a little kumsi. Then again, after in his looking at some of his debate and shit like that, the way he was talking about Palmer, and yeah. One of my gay homeboys, he said flat out, "Oh, we don't claim that bitch." He said it flat out. He just as pretty as he can be. "Oh, we don't claim that bitch, Philip." No. He ever comes around me, oh, he is going to get bitched. I'm like, he might like it. And he was like, don't ruin my fantasy, Phil. Don't ruin it. Because okay, just don't ruin it. My boy, what's funny is that, you know, a lot of folks out there think gay people can't fight. Okay, a lot of my gays can scrap. I mean, fucking scrap. I've seen some defend themselves so hardcore against, you know, basic hetero males and shit like that, and even some of my gay girls fighting the hetero girls. Oh yeah, they fucking scrap. And it kind of worried me, because sometimes they don't know when to stop. All that anger, and I don't blame them. All that fucking anger in them from people fucking with them, talking shit, cussing and carrying on. Oh yeah, they are quick to scrap. But they'll warn you. They'll warn you. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not fucking with you. And then they start hearing the derogatory terms and all that shit. Piece of shit F and all this other shit. And next thing they know, they are on that person's head, showing them what a piece of shit F and a gay boy or nasty girl. They show them exactly what's what and what they can do. Do I break up the fight? Hell no. I'll break up the fights. Worse shit. For one, I'm still a writer, okay? That's material. Watching the good fight goes into my fight scenes later on in my books. And I ain't gonna lie, if some of you have seen some of the stories I've written, those fight scenes are my gays fighting the hetero folks and beating the brakes off their ass. So yeah, shout out to my gay folks for the cool ass fight scenes, man. But y'all are vicious. I don't stop. Hell no. I tried to stop one once. I was working at the strip club, and it was fucking Chippendales of all things. Okay. The gay boys go up in there. They're having them a good time. Chippendales dancers, they're like, shit, give me the money. I don't give a fuck. Give me the money. You want me to dance on your ass? Come here. Give me the money. The women were getting mad. Coming up to me, why don't you get these punk ass boys out of here, because they're spending money all the same, and if you fuck with these boys' money, you're gonna hear the what's what. Okay, I'm just giving you fair warning. And plus two, kicking them out means my payday is less as well, so I'm not fucking with my money. Straight women were sitting there still more talking shit, tossing money the Chippendales dancers' way, thinking that, you know, they're causing, yeah, they're gonna come to me, and there's only one rule inside a strip club: money. So what happened after a while? One of my gay boys goes out, calls up one of our lesbian homegirls. They come in. They didn't come in butched out. They didn't come in butched out like they usually do. They came in the lipstick lesbian type, the dresses, the makeup, and I'm like, God damn, you look good in the fucking dress. You got some cakes on you, and you got some chi-chis. Why the fuck are you hiding all that? But I digress. I'm sorry, let me get on with the story. I digress. So they'd go in, they'd match the straight girls dollar for dollar, and they would dance with the fellas and shit like that. They were having such a damn good time. Some of the straight girls and their drunkenness went over. After a while, look, you over lesbian bitch, I'll beat your fucking ass and blah 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 blah. If any of you have any dealt with lesbian women, especially if the butch variety, if you got family who's butch, if you got friends who are butch, you know they don't say shit. You talk shit to them in a disrespectful manner, you get them hands quick. They don't say boo, bye, fuck you. They don't say no, nothing. They don't give you no warning. They are straight on your goddamn head, and as funny as shit. Did I break up that fight? Fuck no. Hell no. Did the Chippendale boys try to break it up? They sure did, but they got the ass whipped. They learned. They learned after that. And they looked at me, why didn't you try to break up the fight? You see what happened? Do you see what the fuck happened? I'm not getting my ass whipped. Shit. So, long story short, yeah. If you got gay friends, if you get into a fight, trust me, your back is got. Guaranteed, your back is got. That's why I love them. That's why I love them the way I do, boy. My gay boys and gay girls, they just motherfuckers cause crap, boy. Shout out to y'all. My biggest misfits of all time. I guess that's why we get along so damn good. They cracked me up because some of them, I feel we gonna convert you. No, you're not. No, you're not. Never even thought about that. Never have, never will. I like what I like. And nothing against y'all, but I just know what I like. Just like you like what you like. And I'm out here by Lake Mary, and right now there's a gigantic fucking herd of deer. It's been raining out here the last couple of days, and I was kind of wondering, what it's like out here. What's the animal territory marches going on back and forth? So yeah, they're moving in and out. We did get a little bit of snow, but it's already gone. That shit melted which I'm glad. I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten so used to not having snow, even though we live in northern Arizona. When I was a kid, by now, if the weather would have been anything like it used to be, I wouldn't be out here talking with y'all. I'd be at the house talking with y'all. Why? Because this damn road would have been closed. Lake Mary Road would have been fucking closed. It would have been icy, packed up. There probably would have been, and if I was driving on the road right now, and we had the weather back then, there'd be cars all over the side of the damn road. Stupid asses drive. Oh, I got 4-wheel drive. That don't mean shit. You can have the best 4-wheel drive in the world. If you don't know how to handle that big beast, guess what? Your ass is going on the side of the road, which, part of the course, these fucking redneck boys with the fake ass country accents come up in here with the cowboy hat tilt to the side, cowboy boots, can barely spell cowboy. Phil, you know how we do? I know how we do. Motherfucker, you shit. You got the business suit on one day, then you're out here in the cowboy hat and boots and trying to talk like this shit. Got your thumb in your damn pockets and lean to the side. Stupid ass. Pendejo, in other words. Fucking Epstein files, man. The shit that the topics of damn Epstein files comes out and brings out. Boy. I don't know. There's gonna be some shit with all this here soon. Talks of recession, talks of, stock market crashes and stuff like that, which is bullshit, because the stock market crashes, that's the best time to build your money. Stock market crashes and recessions make the most millionaires ever. Could I have been a millionaire right now? Yes, I could have. If I'd have played my cards right when my homeboy told me, invest in the stock market right now. And this was during COVID. Toilet paper companies, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, all those. He had $1,000. Okay, he got. Remember when we got those? What were they, kickback checks? That Clinton, not Clinton. One of the Clintons, other boys, Biden, and his other boy Trump, when they sent out those checks, he got both of those damn checks. Okay, those $1,000 checks, and he flipped them inside Wall Street during that time. This motherfucker, within a year, walked out with $1 million. I'm like, motherfuck. That's when I started looking, okay, I'm not gonna be working for the rest of my damn life. I want to enjoy my damn retirement. I want to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I want to enjoy life. I'm not gonna be working the rest of my goddamn life. I'm not gonna do like my family has, and I'm not. This shit's just not gonna fucking happen. Hell no. So I've been looking into investment stocks and that, and I'm doing pretty good right now. I ain't gonna tell you how much I got, because then I know I got some family friends who listen in who got the hands out all the fucking time, and I know how much I have up in there. I'm not touching it. What I do, I have it on drip, because I go through E-Trade. So my drip through E-Trade just goes right back in once a month, get my $200, put it up in there, reinvest inside what I have. And I just kind of steadily been watching those numbers go up and up and up and up. I'm like, hot damn. I told myself I was going to I was going to be a multi-millionaire by the time I'm 55. I ain't gonna lie, folks. Big Daddy keep playing his cards right, I'll be close. I'll be fucking close. But I ain't going to touch it. I ain't gonna touch it. I've learned from several people. Don't start letting those big numbers make you withdraw. Keep that shit right there. If anything, keep buying more. Keep buying more. Look at the trends. Keep buying more. If something looks hot, buy it. No, but don't let your feelings run your I just said don't let your feelings run your trades. That's the hard part. When you start seeing shit go down, you're like, you know what? I better sell. No. And I didn't sell. That was the best move I made. I didn't sell. And I'm glad I didn't, because then I turned around, the ones that were dropping really, really hard. Now, Woo! That's all I gotta say. Woo! Am I self-taught in this in stock trading? No. Everyone has to start somewhere. I was getting hooked online from watching different people. Wall Street Trapper, Earn Your Leisure, a couple other places. And so I started taking their advice. I took some of their classes, and I didn't realize a lot of money people out there who make the big money and stuff like that, they want to put fear into you to not invest or anything like that, because that cuts into their fucking money. I was like, damn, this sucks. I could have been doing this so much sooner, a long damn time ago. But I didn't. Yes, I just turned off the car because we're out here by my spot in Lake Mirror Road, Eagle Point. And it's so calm. And I am standing outside. If you don't hear no breeze or nothing, hear that? Way in the distance, you can hear the eagles. They're cawing and stuff like that, and screeching and having fun. And from my vantage point, I could see them farting around by the hill. And I could also see some down in the little, I call it a marsh now. This isn't, Mormon Lake ain't really a lake anymore. Flagstaff and the surrounding areas are pumping it dry, even though they keep saying, no, we're not tapping into the water. Yes, you are. You're tapping into the fucking water, because this lake 2 years ago was not this damn low. They say, well, we have a drought, Philip. No, this is not drought. I know drought. In drought seasons, there's still plenty of water around. This is man-made lake pumping. But oh well. I'm moving soon. I won't be here. I'll be somewhere else in February. And it's a move that's been too long in the making. It's every time I think about it, I get this just overwhelming sigh of relief, to the point where I ain't gonna lie, there's been a few times I think about it, I said, damn, I'm getting out of here. And of course, there's people out there that I've let them know where I'm going. Well, if it doesn't work, just come home. Not, hey, you know what? Good luck. I hope you make it. No, good luck to you. You can do it. Nope. It's the same fucking song and dance every single damn time. Well, you can always come home if you don't make it. And I just want to say so damn bad. How about you can do it? You got what it takes. Come on. You got this. Quit running back to Flagstaff when shit gets hard. You can make it. Stay out there. That's why I rely on the visions of my grandma. Past couple of days, I'm not gonna lie, I've had visions of my grandma, some dreams and stuff like that. And I guess she must have heard me and felt me and all that good stuff. And she's like the latest one, a couple of days ago, after one of the other people told me, well, if you don't make it, you just always come back to Flagstaff. That triggered something in me really, really bad. Went to sleep. In my dream, here comes grandma. Scene opens up where we're in the old house, and I walking up to the door, go in, and she's sitting in her old rocking chair, and she's knitting. She's knitting slippers just like she used to. For those who have Mexican grandmas, knitting slippers. That's a flex in itself. So I go walk up, kiss her on the forehead, sit beside her, and she goes, "Trouble to me, huh?" I said, "Yeah, grandma, the same shit as always." She goes, "I want you to do something this time, okay? I don't want you to promise me nothing, because that's unfair that I make me promises and I'm not even around to enjoy you, see you fulfill those promises. So make a promise to yourself this time, please." So what's that, grandma? She goes, "Leave and don't come back." And I kind of sat there for a little bit. She goes, "Did you hear me?" I said, "Yeah, you said leave and don't come back." She said, "You need to have a place in a surefire system in your life where you need to stop letting the voices of your mother, your brother, those people who always got something negative to say about you, those people who are living their lives, but it feels like deep down, and that energy, mijo. I told you to feel certain energy." She goes, "But you've been ignoring it lately." She goes, "All those people who want to see you not succeed. She goes, fuck them all. Head kind of popped up when she said that, because my grandma would say, no, fuck, out of like, she dropped something, oh, fuck. But for her to hear her say, fuck them all, and I felt it in my dream, that energy, like, shit, she's dead serious. She is dead damn serious. And I was like, okay, grandma, you got it. I promise you, from this day forward, when I leave Flagstaff, I'm not coming back. I said, I'm not gonna lie, grandma, I'm tired of coming back. I'm tired of coming back to Flagstaff. I'm tired of not having a system in place. I'm tired of just kind of winging it and just hoping things work out for the best. I said, I guess I'm tired of hoping that the people who I want to have my back most of all feels like deep down they don't have my back, but they always say the same shit of just what they said. If it doesn't work out, you can always come back home. So yeah, I'm done. I promised myself. And I promise you too, grandma. Okay? I'm not coming back. Stopped knitting, grabbed my hand and just held her. We just sat there, we just held hands for a while, and we just talked. I see you going through your struggles with me, but I also see that you're also making great progress. You know, she goes, at least you're doing it. She goes, at least you're asking questions. You want change, and you're trying to make change. And she goes, but you can't always make the change you want to see with the people who inflict the same harm on you. She goes, it's not going to happen. She goes, I made my mistakes. She goes, God knows I made my mistakes. I made mistakes with my kids, and she goes, with your mom and everybody. She goes, and I never said the words they want to hear. I never said, I'm sorry. Instead, we just went on as business as usual. She goes, not realizing that a simple I'm sorry could have changed the direction of so many things in this family. It could have changed the direction of so many ways of how this family operated and lived and thrived. She goes, I'm sorry that there's so many of your cousins and your aunts and uncles out there who look down on you and Steve, and they always thought that you and Steve were going to go to prison and all this other shit. And she goes, don't be mad at them. I said, no, grandma, I'm not mad at them. I said, if anything, that they've given me fuel over the years to really just sit back and look at my damn self. Like, you know what? I'm going to show all you punk bitches. Fuck you. This is my life. At least me and Steve didn't go to fucking prison. Me and Steve didn't get hooked up on goddamn drugs and fell back over and over again. At least that didn't happen to us. And I know why. I know why that happened. My grandma, she put out a lot of protection prayers for me and my brother. And she did. There was a lot of hate going towards me and my brother back then. They would tell my mom, your boys are going to end up in prison. They're going to do this. They're no good. They're this, they're that. But they sure as hell asked us for help, to help move shit, to go take care of stuff, to do all this shit. They had no problem with that. Ironic, isn't it? Funny in a pathetic way. And in many ways sad. But in the end, I ain't gonna lie, I get the last motherfucking laugh. Because I've seen the results. And many of you have seen the results of said hatred in your own family, you know, perhaps towards you or perhaps towards others. And when you speak up on said hatred, that's when the ousting really starts, because you have the balls and or the courage to speak up. And for those who speak up in your family on the rights and wrongs of how you want the direction to change, good on you. Good on you. And good on you if you realize that just because you're born into a family, just because your blood still don't make you family. It makes you family in that sense. But me and one of my cousins were talking recently that she asked me, do you always feel like the misfit in the family? I said, yeah. Yeah, I do feel like the misfit in my family. And that's okay. I finally have learned to accept it. Where before, I'm not gonna lie, it made me so goddamn mad and sad, and I'd cry and shit like that. Even at the current age I'm at right now, it hurt my damn feelings. But then after a while, I was like, you know what? I was born this way for a reason. I was born into this family for a reason. I was born in this time, place, and space for a reason. And then I kind of went deep on her, which she doesn't mind because she says she likes hearing it. I said, somewhere out there, Source asked me when I was floating through the energy wave or ether, whatever it's called. I want to bring you back, but we're going to put you in a situation where this serene life you knew before is going to get upended. Okay? You're going to know. Sorry, shit cut out there for a little bit. As I was saying, either would ask me if you were to know a pain and trauma and a gamut of emotions so you can level up for your next couple of lives, do you want to go and experience this life? So it'll teach you things. It'll show you things. It'll show you maybe you don't want to be treated this way in your next life. Maybe you don't want to be treated or see people treated that way. You speak up. You have that experience. Because your previous lives before, they had their traumas. They had other things not of this world, but in others. But we want to send you to this world to experience this shit. You down? No, excuse me. And like I said, somewhere along the way, I said yes. During my medicine ceremony, I kept hearing voices like, I bet you didn't expect it to be like this, did you? You didn't expect the life to be on this type of emotional roller coaster. I was like, man, you know what? If you'd asked me if I would ever have stepped into this lifetime, if I'd had a choice to not step into it or step into it, because in many ways, humanity is fucked up. Humanity wants what it wants. It's selfish. It's greedy. They want money. They will fuck over their families. They will fuck over anyone in the name of greed, in the name of money. They will sometimes forsake their children for men, or they'll forsake their children for women. They'll want later on to try to make amends for that shit by throwing gifts and everything like that. Or they're gonna try to pretend the shit didn't happen. And then when you deal with people, would you have asked me if I want to deal with all that, especially betrayal? Maybe your wife cheating on you, your husband cheating on you. Maybe you get attached to, or you get the connection to people so good or so well that you end up losing them at an early stage in life, and you're feeling left alone in this world, despite the fact that you may have blood relatives, but not all blood is considered family. They're considered blood. But if you'd asked me that the people who I've been making a family with, they're more family than my blood family, and all the ass beatings I took and all the yelling, all the trauma, you're asking me would I have still said yes to this life? And the voice said, yeah. Would you have still said yes? I said, oh, let me throw in the racial tensions. If you'd asked me that, being this color of skin and the way people know how darker people are treated from lighter skinned people, if you'd have told me that we're treated sometimes less than zero unless we act as savage as them to get our respect, to act violent, to act stupid, to act just as horse shit faced as they are to get ahead in this life or anything like that, would I have still said yes? Yeah. Would you have still said yes? I told the voice, you know what? Absolutely. I used to have regrets about this life. I think that's why I tried to take my life a few times, because there's times I just couldn't handle it no more. I couldn't handle the frustration, the pain. I couldn't handle the jackassery. I couldn't handle the stupidity, the greed. I couldn't handle it. My grandma always told me, no, mijo, you're the only one born in 1972 out of this family, because you're going to walk alone. You're going to experience some things that no one else is going to experience. I said, she said, but you can do it. You're strong. You're going to hurt. You're going to see things and you're going to feel things. You're going to hurt, but there's also great love and there's great joy in this world. Yeah, I'd have said yes. all over to it again. Why? Because being in this beautiful brown skin, experiencing a culture and or cultures that I've had the chance to, it's been beautiful. It really has. I regret none of this. I absolutely regret none of this, looking back at everything. And I've had the last 2 years, that's all I've been doing is reflecting. Because I realize that there's certain things in this life that you just can't fucking change. People are who they are. They're going to be who they're going to be. And deep down, you can't do shit to change it. The only thing you can do is change who you are and how you interact with people and how you want to be loved, how you want to express, how you want to live this life. Yeah, there were very, very much a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of it of my doing. Okay, a lot of the shit where I'm at in life and why I'm at this stage of my life it's my goddamn fault. I own that. I accept that. That's why when I finally move away from here in February, fuck no, I'm not coming back to Flagstaff. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I will kick, scream. I will sleep in the fucking streets. I will sleep in this damn car to not come back to Flagstaff, because I know I'm more than capable of doing great, great good out there. I know I'm capable of creating the life I want. I know I'm just capable. No more excuses, no more bullshit. There's people out there to meet I want to meet. There's other creative types who probably feel the same damn way. And you know, it hurts. There's a lot of things that hurt. But there's also many things that are joyful. And the things that bring me joy, that's what I'm focusing on. Because like I said, there's certain things in this life we can't control. We damn sure can't control people. People may control you for a while. They may guilt the living shit out of you for not living your life. And then when you try to live said life, they always got something to say. The people who gossip with you are people who also gossip about you. To all my misfits out there, let them fucking gossip. Give them something to fucking gossip about. Give them something to really talk shit about. Okay? And if you always hear that shit of, oh, you just think you're better than us. Sometimes you can't say yes, or you can tell people like I tell people if you want to. I don't think I'm better than you. I'm just better than the situation than you put your fucking self into. It's amazing, folks. We are here for such a short time. You know, we're like a fart in the star. Real quick, gone. Those solar flares, yeah, those are farts, man. Those are farts. It's just getting it out of its system. It really is. It's just getting it out of its damn system. But the one thing I know that I can't do anymore, I just can't let the voices in my head control me anymore. And it's not my voice. It's other voices. It's other voices. The voices that I always seek to please, despite the fact that they haven't really done shit in my life, or they have. But it's like, okay, I've done this for you, so now what you gonna do for me? I'm tired of those voices. I'm tired of living this half-ass life. 53 years old, now I have more summers behind me than I do ahead of me. I kick myself in the ass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be hard on myself for a second. I kick myself in the ass for waiting this long to start my life. Because every time I have started my life, I've started it out of anger and spite. Now, I'm doing it out of pure love. I am doing it out of pure love for myself. I am giving that. I mean, I've chronicled this before. All the love that I ever wanted in my life, all the devotion I ever wanted in my life, I'm giving it to myself finally, and it feels good. I wouldn't change it for nothing. All this healing journey I've been on for the last couple of years is finally coming to a head, because I've stopped healing and just started living. Because sometimes living is healing. Straight up, living is healing. Yeah, I'm a late bloomer. 53 years old. When I finally get my groove on into whatever I'm doing, yeah, I'll be more of an old man. But you know what? Better I did it than not have did it. Better I pushed forward being true to myself than listening to the goddamn voices. Because the voices, y'all fucking suck. You really do. That's funny. A lot of people always ask me, when you talk about the voices, who are they? No more name dropping. None of that shit. People just want to know the beat knows just so they can gossip some more. And I know just in a couple of months, they really gonna have something to talk about. In the meantime, folks, thank you for listening. I'm gonna sit here and watch these Eagles fight each other in the air or whatever they're doing. They're teaching their little babies how to fly and stuff like that, which is hilarious in itself, because the big Eagles know how to glide the currents, while the baby Eagles have to keep getting little rests. They land, walk around a little bit, and then they get back up there. There's a lesson for you. But at least they're there. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Enjoy your holidays. And as always, mwah! Peace.